Good morning, students. Today we'll start with second topic of financial management, that is capital structure. Now, what is capital structure? Capital structure refers to relative proportion of different sources of long-term funds. Now, what are long-term funds? Equity share capital, preference share capital, your borrowed fund, public deposit. These are long-term that are required for long-term long period of time, and it should be our capital structure should be flexible, like yesterday I told you. So it is mostly obtained from equity share capital, preference share, borrowed fund, and retained profit. Retained profit is also known as plowing back of profits. Now second is financial leverage. What is lever means? Gear. Now financial leverage is computed as debt divided by equity. Debt means long-term borrowing divided by equity share capital, or debt divided by debt plus equity. Long-term borrowing divided by long-term borrowing plus equity. As the financial leverage increases, the cost of fund declines because the increased use of cheaper debt, but the financial risk also increases. Why financial risk increases? Because on long-term borrowing we have to pay a fixed rate of interest, that is a fixed liability. If the company is not able to pay, the company can be sued, because mostly debt capital is secured capital, is secured against, it's a mortgage and secured against some fixed assets also. Now next is trading on equity. Trading on equity refers to the increase in profit earned by the equity shareholder due to the presence of fixed financial charges such as interest, the interest which we pay on long-term borrowing. So these are the increase in profit earned by equity shareholders due to presence of financial charges as interest. Now trading on equity means to raise fixed cost capital on the basis of equity share capital, so as to increase the income of equity shareholders. Now in this there are two companies, company X and company Y. They have a capital of share capital of 10 lakh each. Total capital is 10 lakh 10 lakh. In first company X, only we have raised the fund through equity share. In second, we have raised fund of 4 lakh from equity share and 6 lakh by way of long-term borrowing at the rate of 15%. Now profit before interest and tax, that is ROI. ROI is return on investment is 30% in both the cases. 10 lakh of 30% is 3 lakh. 3 lakh. Now interest. In first case, we don't have to pay interest because we have not raised the loan. In second case, we have raised a loan of 15%. So 6 lakh of 15% is 90,000. Now profit after deducting interest, we are left with profit after tax. That profit after tax is in first case is 3 lakh because there were no tax liability. In second case 2 lakh 10,000. Now our tax rate is 50%. Now we will deduct tax from it. So 3 lakh minus 50% of 3 lakh is 150. It will, the profit after tax will be 1,50,000 in case X, and in case of Y it will be 50% of 2,10,000, that is 1,05,000. Now earning per share is equal to profit after tax divided by number of equity shares. In case of X, it was 1,50,000 divided by 10,000. How 10,000? Our face value of one equity share was 100. So 10 lakh divided by 100 was 10,000. This 10,000. So 1,50,000 divided by 10,000 rupees 15. In case of company Y, it's 1,05,000 divided by 4,000. How 4,000 came? That 4,000 came 4 lakh because we have equity share of 4 lakh in second case. 4 lakh divided by 100 is 4,000. So it comes to 26.25. Now this is favorable leverage. Why this is favorable leverage? Because it is because in case of company X, earning per share is greater than in case of company Y. And our rate of interest, our ROI is 30%, which is greater than interest rate of 15%. Now case 2. Now we'll come to case 2. Here the share capital is 10 lakh, and in second case 4 lakh, but our loan has raised from 15, that was 15, now it's 20%. Now we have raised loan of 6 lakh at the rate of 20%. Now total capital will be 10 lakh. profit before interest and tax 1,50,000, 1,50,000 or rate of interest is, investment is 15% here. So 10 lakh ka 15%, 1,50,000, for 10 lakh ka 15%, 1,50,000. Now less interest. In the first case, there was no interest because we didn't raise loan from anywhere. In second case, it's 20% of 6 lakh, that is 1,20,000. Now profit after tax, profit before tax. In first case will be 1,50,000. In second case it will be 30,000. 1,50,000 minus 20, 1,20,000, that is interest. It will be 30,000. Now we will deduct tax. Tax is same 50%. So 50% of 1,50,000 is 75,000 and 50% of 30,000 is 15,000. Now profit after tax is 75,000 and 15,000. Now in this case, earning per share in company X will be 75,000 divided by 10,000 is equal to 7.5. In second case, it will be 15,000 divided by 4,000, that is 3.75. Therefore, company X is earning more in this case, and our financial leverage is unfavorable because why? Because our debt, because the company Y is earning less than company X. Thank you.